Is your garage less functional and more of a dumping ground? Does it feel like a storage unit that's been neglected for years where you can't find anything and you're constantly tripping over stuff? Well, with a couple of really simple ideas, we can transform your garage into a space that's functional, can fit all of your stuff like your car, and is actually enjoyable. Let's get after it. All right, let's talk about this very specific and intentional area, which we call the transition zone. And all that really means is the area between your house and your garage, and more specifically where you're going to park your car, to make sure you have enough room for everything that you do on a daily basis. So as an example, think about which direction your doors are going to open. Do you want them to open into the garage or into the house? For this build, we decided to make all of the doors open inside. We have a left hung door, a right hung door, and another left hung door. So no doors open in to potentially hit your car or to have the door be open inside your garage and you constantly have to walk around it. The other part is the space. We have about a 2-foot space between this wall and kind of the line of where the garage door starts. And this is an area where you can put your garbage bins, your trash cans, or like a hose reel or something like that, and not have it interfere with where you're parking your car or how you're actually going to be walking around this space. So pay close attention, because sometimes your architect or your builder will only give you 18 inches of space, which per plan is probably just enough. But going that additional 6 to 12 inches is a very good idea. Let's talk about the heart of the garage, and this is the area where you're going to park your car. We purposely made it a little bit shallower, so it's 23 feet from the opening of the garage door to this back wall. And the reason for that is we only wanted it to fit the cars. We didn't want to have anything hanging on the walls. I mean, there are some storage options we'll talk about later in an upcoming episode, but we wanted for it to be nice and open. We have 2 car chargers on the back wall. And this space, once again, is going to be just to fit the cars. We have a back garage, which will have all of the tools and storage and bikes and whatever else you have to store. But for this 3-car garage bay, we're leaving it open, nice and shallow. Now, if you have a longer bed truck, maybe consider 24, 25 feet. But for this build, 23 feet will fit a regular size pickup. Traditional garage door openers hang from the ceiling, kind of in front of where the door is when it's fully open. For this build, that would mean that they would have to hang about 10 to 12 feet down from the ceiling. Make it look very messy, especially since there's 3 separate garage doors, so they would have 3 separate garage door openers. So what we decided to do is install a side-mounted garage door opener. It is an upgrade, so it means they cost a little bit more money, but they would hang on the right-hand side of every garage door bay. If your setup in your garage is slightly different, you can hang them on the left-hand side. It really doesn't matter. It's interchangeable. But more importantly, they're very sleek and super quiet, as opposed to a traditional garage door opener that is either belt-driven or chain-driven. Let's talk about electric vehicle chargers. As more and more of us go the EV route, installing one in your garage is becoming more of a must-have. But there are a couple of things that you have to take into consideration. The first one being is, where are you going to put this? Are you going to put it on the back wall of your garage or on the front of your garage? And that is dictated by where the port is on your vehicle. So think about that, especially in this stage of the home build. The second one is cord management. So imagine having a 10, 12, maybe even a 20-foot cord that you have to plug your vehicle into. And how do you want to store that? Do you want to have a reel? So they have a very nice system where it will just coil back up, or maybe a simple hook that you hang on the wall and you can just plop them on there. And the last thing to take into consideration is how many of these chargers to put in. We have a 3-car garage here. We installed 2-car chargers with what's called a level 2. We could have easily done the next step up, which is a super fast DC charger, but with that it would mean another increase in the power capacity, so another upgrade to the electrical panel, and we decided against it. This will more than adequately charge the vehicle in a relatively short period of time. So far, we've only talked about the main car area, but let's talk about this secondary garage space because it opens up a whole new world of possibilities for storage and another car, or if you're a hobbyist, a place for your workshop. So for this garage, we went standard width, but we went and made it a lot deeper. So not only will it fit a full-size vehicle or a pickup truck, we also have enough room in front of it for shelving units or on the sides to do a workbench, plenty of outlets to plug in your power tools or to charge batteries. But also one thing for you not to forget is to install a 240 volt outlet. And that would be to plug in things like a compressor, a welding machine, maybe a bandsaw, depending on what your hobbies are. Having a main garage area with a secondary garage for all of your hobbies and storage, that's a game changer. This episode helped you rethink your own garage space. Hit that subscribe button. Around here, we say mock it up or mess it up. We'll see you next time.